Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. How are you all doing? I am in the dark here a little bit. I have a makeshift light going on. I don't know. I'm supposed to be getting a new set of cupboards and a nice lighted range hood over my stove. I don't do too many lives here right now because I don't have a light. So I have some cool little lights like this that are typically under my counter. So I've got it sitting up there. So if you're seeing a line, hey, I'm sorry, but I got to do what I got to do to be able to see. So guys, hi Sherry. If you're getting on here with me live, if you can see a red live up in that corner, I'd love it if you would type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Give me a shout out. Tell me hello like Sherry. I am doing good, Sherry. Thank you for asking. And if you're catching me later on, it'll say was live up there. That's great. I love anybody who takes time out of their day to listen to what I got going on. But just type replay in the comments if it says was live and let me know where you're watching from too, okay? My name's Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska and I'm home alone. This does not happen very often, but we are so busy. Grandkids, chasing them all the time. My son and daughter-in-law just got home from their year anniversary honeymoon type cruise. And so we've had grandkids and now we're trying to finish up our stunt of that, I guess. So Dave still got one of them off shooting trap tonight. Dave loves to shoot trap, so he doesn't mind taking him. So that's pretty cool. But I'm home alone. They've got some makeup shooting and stuff like that to do. So grandpa is going to spoil the grandson. And he said, we're just going to grab a bite out somewhere. And I said, okay, whatever. You do you, boo-boo. So you know what? I've been thinking all day, what do I want for supper? I am home alone. I can have anything in the world that I want. Hey, Deb. Hi, Kelly. And you know what? It's really crazy. But what I decided on is oatmeal. Now, oatmeal on a low carb lifestyle is a no-no because oats are way too high. Not to mention, there's a lot of things. If you really do a deep dive with oatmeal and oats and how they're farmed and raised and processed, I have a few questions. But anyway, so what I'm doing tonight, guys, is a low carb to keto oatmeal that I'm just going to fix on the stovetop, okay? Super simple, super easy. I'm going to show you how I do it. This recipe will be going up in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Hey, Peg, that group is one that I've been pouring into now for, I don't know, 6-7 years. It's been a while. I love doing it. I love sharing the new recipes. I love sharing all kinds of things. Now, this is something I've made in the past. I'm doing a couple of things different tonight because if you've been following me, you know I'm trying to boost my protein, okay? I need protein to keep my muscles strong. So I'm adding a couple things to it tonight that are going to boost the protein. And ladies, gentlemen, all of us, we need to watch protein. Protein are the building blocks of our muscles, okay? So we need to make sure we are getting plenty of protein in today. So stick with me here. What I've got in my pan so far, guys, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. I'll just show you. I've got a couple tablespoons of chia seeds. Guys, chia seeds are wonderful. Hi, Angela. They're a great source of fiber. They're a great source of protein. They're kind of like a little superfood of their own. So I've got chia seeds in there. I have some golden flaxseed meal in there. This is another great thing. There's a little bit of protein in it. There's a little bit of fiber in it. Just a great thing. Ground flaxseed meal, those types of things, I use quite a bit of. I add it in. Hi, Glenda. I like the flavor of the golden flaxseed meal. I think the other flax, to me, it's a little bitter, but you do what you want to do, okay? I thought I had some hemp hearts in the cupboard. I did not, but I still needed that little bit of something. Hemp hearts, guys, are a great source of protein, a little bit of chew in them, like a what do I want to say? Like oatmeal would have. So I opted for these guys, okay? Unsweetened coconut flakes, okay? So these have a little bit of protein in them, but they're going to give me that crunch, very, very similar to what hemp hearts have. Now, like I said, hemp hearts are a really good source of a lot of different things too. Hi, Debbie. Now, what else I've done here, guys, is I'm going to start with some liquids going in here too. This is keto milk, guys, okay? So it's a half a cup of water and a couple tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, okay? That's how you can make an easy keto milk. This is great on cereal. It's great whatever, and it's going to make this right here, okay? So I'm going to wait just a little bit here to add these together because I don't want... When you put water on those chia seeds or a liquid on those chia seeds, they like to get really sticky. I don't want them to stick together. So here's how I'm going to add a little more protein in. Egg whites. This is just liquid egg whites, guys. I'm going to grab a couple of tablespoons of these and kind of mix it into my cream, my milk. Okay. Now, I've got that in there. I'm also going to add in, I'm getting my whisk out here. Sorry. Guys, I'm also going to add in a little bit of allulose, okay? Just a little sweetener. And I want some cinnamon in there too. Who doesn't love cinnamon? I love the warmth of it. And you know what? I know it's hot outside. I love cinnamon, so you know what? I'm probably going to put a little bit more in than the recipe calls for. But you can do you, okay? If you don't like cinnamon or whatever, you could leave it out. That's another thing too. Okay, and I'm going to do just a smidgen of salt. Very little amount, guys. And I've got some vanilla extract. I'm going to put this vanilla extract into this also. Maybe a half a teaspoon or so, guys. Okay, whatever tickles your fancy there, I guess. Okay, so now I'm going to mix this together, and then I'm going to whisk together these dry ingredients in the pan. I'm going to turn on my stove top to medium, maybe just slightly under medium, and then I'm going to dump these together. Okay, so my liquid stuff going in with the solid stuff, and I'm just going to whisk it all together, okay? Now, what I'm going to do here is this is just going to take a few minutes. I'm going to cook it until it thickens up, okay? Just like oatmeal. You want to cook oatmeal till it gets thick, right? So guys, if you're popping on here with me live, I haven't really been watching. I'm sorry if I've missed somebody saying hello. I can see Nancy out there saying hello. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get to watching what I'm doing and I forget what I'm doing. I do want to talk about the heavy whipping cream. I love this heavy whipping cream. It's organic. And it's great. The thing you want to watch with heavy whipping creams and a lot of things like that is if they have something called carrageenan in them, try to steer clear of those, okay? Carrageenan can be a carcinogen, so watch out for that. Now, I'm going to cook this just for a little bit until it gets thick. It's probably going to take 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes to get it thick. And if you've ever done anything with chia seeds, you know that when you put them in liquid, it takes them a little bit. This would work too, guys, for an overnight oats, okay? If you wouldn't have to necessarily cook it, I don't think. Hey, Sherry, I hope I said that right, sorry. But I have done like a chia seed, I call it chia seed pudding, but it's kind of like an overnight oats, where you can just put it in a mason jar, cover it up, shake it a few times right after you put it in there, and then it gets really thick and you can eat it the next day too. So as you can see, if you can see, this is starting to kind of thicken up, okay? And that's what I want. I want those, hey Sandra, I want those chia seeds to start absorbing. Hi Catherine. I love your little guy. I love watching you guys out there. I wish I lived on the farm. But what I'm looking for is for these chia seeds to get thick and start absorbing the moisture out of everything else, okay? Or out of the, yeah, you know what I mean. They're going to rehydrate. They won't be a solid little chia seed anymore. They're going to be, they get kind of a gelatin on the outside of them. Hi, Yvonne. Now, once I get this to where I want it, I am going to take it off the heat, guys. And I'm going to add one more thing that that is going to help boost the protein in this. And that's just a scoop of protein powder, guys. I have a great protein powder that is packed full of goodness. I'm not going to lie. It's not a whey protein powder. It's, which I like. Sometimes whey, and I have to be real careful. If I'm picky, I can get by with some of them, but a lot of the cheaper whey proteins bother my tummy. But this one is really good. It's got digestive enzymes in it, which is great for me because I have some tummy issues. That's why I take a probiotic every day. All y'all should be taking a probiotic. And if you don't have one, get in touch with me. I can get you a really good probiotic, okay? It's got minerals. It's got a full day supply of fruits and vegetables in it, which is pretty phenomenal. So not only am I getting my fiber, my protein, and all that, by adding this little scoop, I'm getting fruits and vegetables in my oatmeal. I mean, yeah, you can add the fruit. I might add some, sometimes I'll throw in something else on top, like a few blueberries. Hi, Mary, or, you know, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, whatever you want. You can throw those in. Maybe a small little sprinkling of pecans or walnuts, something like that. So here you go, guys. It's getting thick. You can see it getting real thick, okay? That's what I'm looking for. So it's just about done. I'm just cooking this just like oatmeal. Just like oatmeal. So I'm taking it off the heat now. I'll move you guys just a little bit here so you can see what I'm up to. You can see that it's thick, okay? Yep, okay. So now I'm gonna throw in, and this will help thicken it up just a little bit more too. I'm gonna put that protein powder in there, stir that all together. Now this protein powder is a very, very light vanilla flavor, which is fine. I added vanilla extract to it, so why not add a little more vanilla? Hi, Angie. Hi, Debbie. And that's it. It's done. And this is going to be supper, guys. I would have to sit down and figure out exactly how much protein I put in this. You know, the egg whites are about 5 grams. Everything, pretty much everything I put in it has protein in it, except like this and the water. Like I told you, the flaxseed has it, the coconut does, and I know the hemp hearts do, guys. Hemp hearts are a great thing to keep in your cupboard. I honestly thought I had some in my cupboard, and I failed. So, you know what? But I had a backup plan, okay? And that's the great thing about having a stocked, low-carb cupboard, because you can maybe switch or change something out. So this is what I'm having for dinner. You know what? I'm going to dip it out of there and put it in a bowl and show you what I got. So guys, if you're not in my group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, but you need some recipes, some ideas for a low-carb to keto-type lifestyle, I'd love to have you join me over there. You can drop group in the comments, and I'll leave a link that you can tap that link, and it'll take you to that page you can request to join. Or you can just search on Facebook, the search bar, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Dave is my husband. He is my why. I started all of this just for him. I started our supplements for him. I'm that person. I put nearly everybody ahead of me. But he was so overweight. He was struggling. And we had to find something that was going to help. And our supplements definitely pushed us to the right direction, okay? Then we started our low carb lifestyle, okay? And between the two of them, and this is great because, man, this works with keto, it works with low carb, it works with gluten-free. If you need information about the supplements, drop info in the comments and I'll get back to you. But anyway, you know, that he's the reason I started the group, because we struggled. I looked and I looked and I looked for information. Hey, Jewel, thank you. For information to try, you can see how thick that is, guys, to try to help him be healthier. And you know what? We did manage to take off a lot of weight. He took off, he got off several of his medications. And now, you know what, guys? Things have gone a little wonky with him, but we are on the right track to getting it fixed. And that's all part of life. You got to roll with the punches, okay? Even with our supplements, every once in a while you got to switch things up just a little bit. And that's what I like to try to do, is to help people out there switch up their life somehow, some way. Sandra, I'll get with you, or send me a message about that. Ask me that question in a message and I'll tell you where I get it. But anyway, I love helping other people, and anything I can put out there. And like Jewel, she shares this out. You just don't know who you're going to touch by sharing out a video, a simple live video that maybe somebody will say, holy moly, I had no idea. And it helps them. Okay. So I'm going to make myself just a little bit more, because I like to eat my oatmeal with a little bit of milk on it. So I'm going to actually mix up another little bit of milk, pour it over the top of this, and I'm going to eat it. I remember growing up as a kid, my mom used to have oatmeal and cream of wheat for dinner at night. That's what we did. And every time I eat oatmeal or something like this, it takes me back. Takes me back to my childhood. So anyway, but I thank everybody who takes time out of their day, stops in, watches, shares these videos out. Anybody who's in my group or whatever. Guys, I'd love to have you share in that group also if you're in there. Invite your friends and family. Share the recipes that you use. Share any tips and tricks that you find out. If you have questions, ask the questions. Maybe it's something that I need to do a live on. Maybe it's something I need to post more about in that group. So please, with your help, I can make that group a better place for everybody to learn what they need to learn, okay? So I'm going to get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope it's fantastic. It's been a gorgeous day here. We started off with some rain. You need to go look at my Facebook page from the sky this morning. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. It was gorgeous out there. But anyway, please join the group. If you need info on the supplements, drop info in the comments, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope it's so wonderful. And remember, guys, smile, pass that smile on, and have a great day. Bye-bye.